Hi yogis, this is Lotus Feet. Today we're going to do a routine to strengthen and lengthen your legs. We'll start by coming to the top of our mat, grounding through the feet. Feel all four corners of the foot pressing evenly into the ground. Feel yourself lifting through the crown of the head. And on the inhale, we'll raise the arms up. Exhale, sink the hips down into chair. Next inhale, lift, and exhale, fold over the legs, keeping a slight bend in the knee. Feel the tailbone reaching up for the ceiling. And if your balance feels comfortable, you can hook the arms to hang in ragdoll pose. Let the head be heavy, and the neck and shoulders are soft. Relax here. On the next inhale, plant the hands, look forward, and exhale, stepping back into downwards facing dog. Keep a slight bend in the knee. Sit bones reach upwards. Neck is long. And on the next inhale, look forward and step the right foot up, coming into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana. You might need to take a wider stance here. Bend the knee over the ankle and try to keep the arms parallel. Exhale, arms down, back to downwards facing dog. You can pedal out the knees if you need. Breathe for a moment here. And on the next inhale, come up with the left side. Warrior Two. Knee bends, the back foot is planted at an angle. Energy reaching through the fingertips as you gaze out over the front hand. Next exhale, swing the arms down and step back. Relaxing here. Next inhale, look up and step or jump between the hands. Lengthen the back before folding over the legs. And if you want to test your balance, you can wrap the arms around the back of the shins, letting the neck hang long as the sit bones reach up towards the sky. Relax with your exhales. Next inhale, we'll reach back up into chair pose. And exhale, release. Inhale, arms back up. Exhaling back to chair. And we'll test our leg strength by reaching straight for the front of the room. Find a steady gaze point. And exhale, release. Relax over the leg. Step back, downwards facing dog. And breathing here. Feel the belly draw up towards the ceiling. Sit bones reach up and back, lengthening the hamstrings. Fingers spread wide. Next inhale brings us to the top of the mat. Lengthen the back before folding forward. And if it feels right, hang in ragdoll one more time. Letting the head be heavy. Press the feet into the ground to find your balance. And lift the sit bones up and away from the feet, creating opposition. Inhale, rising up, we'll drop our hands to heart center. And on the next exhale, we're going to fold over, crossing the right elbow over the left knee into a twist. If it's comfortable for the neck, gaze up, back to center, and this time we'll hook the left elbow over the right knee, twisting from the waist, not from the shoulders. Allow your gaze to slowly move its way upwards. And inhale back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant the hands and look forward before stepping back. Exhale all the way down to the belly. We'll draw the hands back to the rib cage. Pull the heart up as the elbows squeeze together. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Nice broad collarbones here. And release, Belly Shavasana. Completely let the back and the neck muscles soften. And surrender to your breath. Ready for round 2? This time we'll lift the hands and the feet up. Upper back works to really lift the heart, pulling the shoulder blades closer together on the back. Try to hold the legs steady. And exhale, release, setting the cheek down on the other side, allowing your muscles to soften and give in to gravity. Releasing, we'll tuck the toes and step back into downwards facing dog. Make sure the fingers are spread nice and wide like stars, pressing through the thumb and the first 2 fingers, taking pressure off the wrist. On the inhale, we'll lift the right foot up towards the sky. Don't worry about how high you get. Keep the hips parallel to the ground. Opening the hip to the side wall, we'll drop the heel towards the opposite sit bone, getting a nice stretch. Release, and other side. Left foot lifts, hips are still parallel to the mat. Now opening the hip to the side, we'll drop the heel towards the sit bone on the other side. Release. Next inhale brings us up between the hands, coming into a seated position. Roll back nice and slow. And when you feel balanced, we'll lift the right foot just a few inches off the mat, allowing it to float. This takes more effort than it looks like it does. So try to keep the breath nice and smooth. And release. We'll hug the right knee into the body. And we'll crunch our head up towards the knee. Allow the breath to come nice and smooth. And on the next inhale, we'll release the spine down to the ground. Take the right knee with the right hand and open it out to the side, stretching the inner thigh. You can hold the left hip with the left hand to keep it on the floor. Don't let the hip or the shoulders pop up here. Now we'll lift the legs. Right foot crosses over the left thigh, and we'll reach through and slowly draw the thigh into the chest for a nice hip opener. Breathe fully and keep the face soft before releasing down. Time for the other side. Left foot floats just above the ground. Keep the feet engaged. And the breath is nice and smooth. And we'll draw the knee into the chest. Give yourself a hug before exhaling and crunching the forehead up towards the knee. One more breath, and we'll draw the knee out to the side, giving yourselves a nice stretch. Feel free to hold the right hip down with the right hand. Keep the shoulders grounded. Coming back to center, we'll hook the foot over the right thigh, and holding onto the thigh, gently draw it towards the chest, opening up the hip. Keep the face nice and soft. You can smile here. Make sure you're not holding any tension in the jaw or the forehead. One more breath. And we'll rock it out before releasing. Coming into bridge pose, we'll lift the hips up, shoulders walk towards the heels. Knees and toes point forwards as the legs press into the ground. Exhale, lower with control. And we'll bring the palms of the feet together, allowing the knees to fall open. Relax before coming into round two. Next inhale, knees back up, feet hips distance apart, before inhaling and lifting the hips. Inner thighs draw together as if you were holding a small ball between your knees. If you feel good, you can challenge yourself by lifting one leg up for a few breaths. Keep the other foot pressing. Release. Now for the other side. Lift the left foot up. Bottom leg really presses into the ground. Finding your balance before releasing. Wonderful job. Lower back down with control. This time, bring the feet apart and allow the knees to surrender into the middle of the mat. Completely relaxing. Round 3, you have the option to do bridge pose again, or if you're feeling limber, you can bring the arms overhead, fingers pointing towards the shoulders before pressing the mat away from you into Urdhva Dhanurasana. This is an intense back bend, so only do it if you feel ready. Make sure the legs press strongly into the mat. And when you lower, lower with control. Hug the knees in, rock it out, release the lower back. And we'll take the first 2 fingers, wrap them around the big toe, and relax into happy baby, my favorite pose. Enjoy this moment here. and we'll release. Coming back to a seated position. Spine is tall. And surrender over the legs. Head and heart reach for the toes. Back lengthens. Feet stay engaged as the toes reach for your head. And if it feels right, you can wrap the hands around the feet. Surrender with every exhale. And lengthen the back with every inhale. Next inhale, we'll walk back up to a seated position. Nadi Shodhana, or channel cleansing, helps prepare us for meditation. Breathe deeply, and we'll bring the hand into a mudra, bringing the first 2 fingers to the palm. Close the right nostril off with your thumb, and breathe in through the left. Switch over, blocking the left nostril, and exhale through the right. Inhale, switch sides, and exhale. Inhale, switching before the exhale. Beautiful. Follow your own breath here, switching the fingers in between each inhale and exhale. Steadying the breath, slowing the mind. And we'll release the hand. Continue to breathe deeply here, feeling the face soften, body and mind relax. Stay in this position for as long as you'd like, and try to carry this peace with you for the rest of your day. Namaste.